Hello, beautiful thrivers. This is it, part 6 of my somatic body reset series. And this is the last part. The previous 5 addressed every single part starting from the top of our heads. Now we're ending up at the bottom. So today's practice focuses on your feet, our often neglected feet. And why is this important somatically is because our feet helps us ground onto the earth. Our feet allows us to run and jump and walk. And also it can help with your vestibular. So that's sort of your balance system. That's what our feet also does, is help us balance. Now, obviously, if something is overwhelming in this particular practice, please back off, come back to it another day. And remember, you can always pick and choose a certain movement or exercise or shape that I suggest and just use that on your own whenever you want. That's how I'd like to design my practices for you. So let's get going. We are together again, and it is such a pleasure to practice with you, as always. For this session, you will be standing the entire time, and I recommend getting a tennis ball because we're going to basically use a ball as a foam roller on the bottom of our feet to get into the fascia. I'm pretty sure you have a tennis ball somewhere in your house, so I'll give you a few seconds to look for one. While you could use a hard rubber ball, I don't know if I'd recommend it because it could be too much pressure on the bottom of your foot and might be more painful. While a tennis ball, although strong, has more rebounding effect. As you look for your tennis ball, I'll just mention that I do this practice every day. I've had foot issues since I can remember. I've sprained one of my ankles 1,000 times, and that foot caves in towards the midline of my body. And a few years ago, I was diagnosed with pronated knees, so my knees would turn inwards and I had to wear orthotics. I don't wear orthotics anymore, but what I do is I use a lot of massage and using the ball or even actual foam rollers on my feet to keep them not only strengthened, but also relaxed. And so that is what this particular practice is great for. If you're someone who has plantar fasciitis or foot pain, or you just want to feel deeper into your feet, which is the purpose of interoception, is to feel all parts of your body, then it's really helpful. I'm certainly not saying it cures those things, but it gives you a lot more tools to help the symptoms. Now that you have your tennis ball, let's go. Okay, so for the purpose of the session, I'm going to demonstrate this by showing you from the side and then placing my hand on the wall. Having your hands or hand on the wall is helpful because it just feels supportive and you can actually focus on the foot. And remember, the point of all this too is interoception. It allows you to really feel into all parts of your foot. Now, when you're by yourself doing this practice, which I hope you do every day, you can actually hold onto the wall with both hands. And obviously I'm not going to do that for this practice. So you can follow me today and then try the two-hander some other time. So we're going to start with our left leg. Keep your right leg easy. Don't tense it up. Keep your foot pressed into the ground, so that will help. I'm going to put my one hand against the wall. And now we are going to literally press our foot in here. You can see me doing that. Let's start to use it like a foam roller. Let's warm up the bottom of our feet. So just roll the ball. Now the ball could roll away from you, which is fine. There's no perfection here, ever, in somatic yoga. It's not about a perfect pose. It is about getting in touch with who you are, knowing where you're at, physically, emotionally, and mentally. That's what this is about. Keep rolling, get into the heel, the ball of your foot, even under your toes. Do this for a little longer. And again, if your ball just goes away, just run after it and bring it back and start again. Start to ease up your motion and release. And just sort of shake out your foot. If you need to, roll your ankle around if you want. The first movement we're going to do is pressing the foot or heel in the foot, the heel into the ball. And so I wasn't lying when I said we're going to focus on every single part of our foot. So this is going to feel weird. Come along with me here if you can. Basically, it's almost though you're wearing high heels. You're going to then press your heel into the tennis ball. Now, what you'll notice is your hamstrings and glutes are going to fire up when you do this. How we rebound is squatting. I don't need you to squat deep. This is not about squatting deep. This is about using the force of your leg to get into the gritty, tight, tense parts of your heel. We'll do 4 together. So just breathe easily and coming down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And what you notice is that my toes are pressed into the earth. Try to really suction your toes down there. Let go, shake that out. The next part of our foot that we're going to focus on is the arch. Now, the arch is often associated with plantar fasciitis. So if you are having problems there, I know I have in the past, we're going to push the middle of our foot into the ball, and you're going to notice something strange. It feels like your foot wants to float. We will press our toes into the earth, but let's just now use again the foam rolling action of the ball. Pressing, rolling around the ball into the center of your foot, into the arch. Even coming and turning your foot so that the back of your heel is kind of turning upwards. Doing the same thing, trying to turn your foot the other way so you really get into that area, and it feels so good. Let's do that for a little longer. You can do a circle action, which I like. You can just go up and down like that. And really dig in there and feel that arch. All right, begin to slow down the massage. And now we're going to rebound. But shake your foot out if you need. Now you're going to press into the arch. You're going to notice that my foot wants to float, but try to press your toes and suction them into the ground. So with this one, you're probably going to feel it more in your quad area and your shins. That was where you might feel the motion as you rebound. Let's do 4 together. Breathing easily. Try it. Ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake. Let go. Lovely. You're doing awesome. Next one, we are now going to focus on the ball of our foot. Now, pressing into the ball of your foot. I'm going to come forward so you can see, you can stay in your position. But you notice that the ball of my foot is just under the toes. So where the toes connect to your foot is basically the ball of your foot. Press into that. Don't grip your toes too hard on the ball. And don't cheat by trying to grip your toes and not press into the ball of your foot. And we will rebound here. And remember, if the ball rolls away, not the end of the world. Just go get it. Start again. Ready with 4. Rebound. 4, 3, 2, 1. And when you are squatting, do try to do a real squat and try not to have your toes go over your ankle. Try to stick your butt out and try to have your buttocks take the brunt of it. Release, shake out your foot. We got a couple more on the left leg. Ready? Again, I'm only demonstrating here, but stay holding the wall if that feels good. Next, we're going to get into the toes. Our toes are constantly crushed into shoes, especially if you're someone who has to wear heels or a very professional shoes for work. Those shoes tend to have very little room for your toes. This is a great way to strengthen your toes, but also allow them to feel less tense, less pain. Now, use your toes, not your ball. Your ball, I mean the ball of your foot. Now, grasp your tennis ball with your toes. You can see how I'm almost suctioning, like think of it as suction cup going around something. You're doing the same thing with your toes, just suctioning around your toes. Now, make sure you're not using the ball of your foot because that will feel a little, the ball underneath will feel a little lower. You want the ball to feel higher. So what we're going to do is squeeze our toes. It's the same action, and a lot of physiotherapists will use this by getting you to strengthen your toes and also the arch of your foot, putting a towel down and basically trying to grab the towel with your toes. It's the same action, but we're doing it with a tennis ball, and it gives that beautiful foam roller feeling. All right, ready? We'll do 4. So squeezing. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Release, release, shake, shake, shake. Now, last one on left side. We'll be doing the same thing, the suctioning of the toes. So suction your toes around the tennis ball. But what we're going to do is now move our foot side to side. When you're doing any kind of foot and ankle mobility work, that happens a lot, right? You're moving your ankle from side to side, or you're doing this or that. And this is the same motion. We're taking the ball, which is great because it can actually give you focus to be able to grip onto something. And you're going to move your foot like this, side to side. Now, I found this one extremely hard when I started doing it. My ball would constantly roll away from me, and that might happen to you. But over time, it will get easier, I guarantee. Why this is good, it really helps with your ankle mobility and even getting in and massaging those hard areas that don't get a lot of attention around your heel. This is where I feel it. Let's do this together. Grip your tennis ball with your toes, suction, and then we'll just turn 4 times. So 4, 3, other side, 2, 1, pinky toe side, and then toe, 1, and then let go. Nice. Shake out. Before we start getting to the other side, I want you to try something. Now, I want you to try to walk across the floor to see how your left foot feels compared to your right. Do you notice a difference? I personally always notice a difference. I feel a lot more into each part of my foot. My foot in general feels more relaxed and there's less pain when I'm walking. And when I do this every day, it honestly sets me up for the rest of the day. In the morning, I am good to go and I can walk around a lot. I used to have problems walking. I would have foot pain from walking. So just walk around a little more and notice the difference. And then when you come back for a turn, we will go and do the other side. Right leg, same thing. Hold on to the wall. Let's use this as a foam roller at first. Just start to roll the ball around, up and down on the ball of your foot, under your toes, your arch, your heel. And just feel and get your foot warmed up. Do this a little longer. Oh, it feels so good. It really gets into those tight spots for me. All right, start to slow down the massage motion and we'll work into our heel. So, pressing your heel into the ball. Remember to press your toes on the earth. Even if you can spread your toes out, that is good. Let's do 4 together to rebound. Squatting into it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake your foot. Lovely. Oh my gosh, that felt really good. Now, we'll do the arch. Pressing the ball into the arch, and let's start to do that little massage. If you circle around, that might feel good. Circling around the arch. I will curve my foot into it. So the pinky toe side is up, or I go the other way where my big toe is facing up. It just feels so nice. And this foot is the one that has had the issues. So keep rolling, either circle into your arch or press up and down. Just whatever works for you. Experiment a little bit. Start to slow down the action. And now let's get into the actual rebounding. Oops, see, I lost my ball. Okay, pressing your arch into the ball. Try to get your toes down on the ground. Feeling the firing up on the front like you felt the firing up on the back when you press your heel into the ball. Do the same thing. Try to spread your toes. Let's do 4, 4, 3. You even still might feel this in your glutes, by the way. 2, 1. Release. Woo, shake it. Shake your foot out. And now we'll get into the ball of the foot. Pressing your foot into the tennis ball. Remember not to cheat and roll the ball up so your toes are gripping. Just get in that sweet spot of the ball of your foot. Keep the back of your heel down and let's rebound. 4, 3, 2, 1. I might have to do bonus 1, 0. Now shake. Shake out your foot. Release. Let's work on our toes now. Gripping the tennis ball with your toes, like the suction cup action. Do that. And squeeze 4 times. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. It's almost like you're kind of retracting your toes towards your body, like that. Release. Shake out your foot. Last one, we'll be shifting our foot and toes side to side. Go back to your suction cup action, gripping the tennis ball. I do find with this one, as I mentioned, it would just go away on me. It's never about perfection, only progress. Okay, let's shift over pinky toe side towards the mat and then big toe towards the mat. Ready? Gripping, suction, 4. Over to the big toe side. 3, 2, pinky toe, big toe, 1, and release. Oh boy. Now, move your ball away, kick it away, and start to walk. I want you to feel both sides now. Feeling how your foot strike is. Noticing a difference in your toes. And you might feel a difference between the left to the right as well. The left to the right, whichever side I showed you. So you might feel a difference. I tend to feel still a little bit of twinging in my problem foot, but it's still a lot better than what it used to be. Keep walking around and feeling into your foot. Starting to breathe easily. Nice. Start to wrap up your walk. And now let's integrate. Coming into a sitting position after all of that standing. Crossing your legs any way that's great for you. Placing your hands on your knees or your hands turned up towards the ceiling, letting your shoulders drop, and close your eyes if that feels good to you today. Remember to honor your body. Settle in and breathe. How did that feel? Believe it or not, even working the fascia of our feet can bring up emotions. There is never just one isolated part. It is the whole. Noticing what changed. And if not much changed, it's okay. That's where you're at. We can come back to the mat day after day and be with ourselves. Self-love is not just a feeling, it is action. It's when we do the practice or set boundaries or take time when we are feeling any agitation or anxiety, using that tool. That is self-love. That is what you did today. And your body will always thank you. Breathe. And be. Let's end with a very comforting Voo breath. Just relaxes the body, says hi to the parasympathetic nervous system. Take an inhale and use the Voo sound, extending exhale. Voo. Beautiful. Let's do one more Voo breath to really release. Inhale. Let go. And when you are ready, open your eyes if you had them closed. I really hope this one helped any foot pain or issues you've been experiencing. But more than anything, what I hope is that you got to feel deeply into your feet and that you can trust your feet to connect to the ground and therefore trust yourself. If you are new to me, gosh, please give me a like and a comment. I'd love to hear how you enjoyed this practice or any feedback you've got. Subscribe to me if you're new. I've noticed that there are a lot of people not subscribed, but more people watching. And remember to hit the notification button so that you will always receive practices when I release them. And another way to deeply connect with me is through my Thrive Somatic newsletter. I really share more of my personal journey there. So I love to tell you kind of where I'm at and what I've learned and a bit more about my history. So beautiful, so lovely to see you. We'll see you again.
Beautiful Thrivers. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so I can deliver more of this content to you. Sending lots of light and love, and see you next time.